Welcome everybody to something a bit different to the norm, because usually when I'm doing these kind of videos I'm reviewing a film or unboxing a new box set, something like that. But today we have something a little bit different, and that is an unboxing of a physical release for a game, and that game is Starfield, and it is the Constellation edition that I have bought. So one of many things this comes with is a really rather nice steelbook, which has a really nice quote by Anatole France on the back. At least that's where I think it's a quote from the Garden of Epicurus. So yeah, it says, the wonder is not that the field of stars is so vast, but that man has measured it. So yeah, Starfield is set in a different corner of the galaxy, or the universe or whatever, and yeah, it's from Bethesda. It's only the second game I've ever played from, will play from Bethesda, the first being Fallout 4, which I really enjoyed. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to this game quite a lot. So in the Steelbook you don't get a disc, because we've moved on for that kind of thing pretty much now in terms of gaming. What you do get is a replica of the kind of credits or something like that that are in the game, and for the replica of the credits you get the code for the game itself. So yeah, the Steelbook is nice enough, and it's certainly something that I'll probably display on its own. But yeah, that's it. So it's proper, made out of proper metal, and yeah, the code itself is on the back. You can try and download it if you want, but I've already got it myself. So yeah, but yeah, still really nicely made, that is. And yeah, it's a nice little thing. I can imagine that I could use it as a keyring, which I probably will do, just because that's really nice. And then in the booklet, in the steelbook itself, you get a little bit of a booklet just with the controls on it, which again is nice. Obviously it's going to be in the game itself, but it's nice to be able to familiarise yourself with it before you actually start playing the game. So yeah, definitely give that a read. But the main thing with this, outside of obviously the game, is the case that you get for the smartwatch that is available. And yeah, this is one hell of a heavy case. Absolutely substantial in so many more ways than I expected. When I got the delivery through, I picked up the box and I was surprised by how heavy it was. And that's because that both sides are properly thick metal. Not plastic like I feared that it might be. It's proper metal. Metal for the mechanism to open it as well. You've got fabric straps along the side here. And then obviously the centre is plastic, but it doesn't feel like cheap plastic or anything like that. And then you've got the Starfield bit in the front. Sure, you've got a little bit of writing on the back that kind of spoils the whole illusion, but apart from that, yeah, it's really nice. You've got the words latch on there, and yeah, you basically open it by pulling that forward and then twisting it like that, so the two prongs there come out of the side of the metal, and then voila. So yeah, I've already got the watch out and setting it up because it took a while to set up. You're gonna have to update the firmware and charge the thing up because it wasn't charged to start with, which is to be expected. You don't want the battery going wrong while it's being delivered, so that's the case for that. But yeah, inside you get not only the element to charge the actual smartwatch itself, because you get the like a flat thing to charge it on with a USB wire, but you also get a nice little patch with the Starfield logo on it, and you also get a second strap in case the more rubbery one isn't to your liking. You get a fabric one as well, which again is nice. That would be probably more preferable in like the winter or something like that, because rubber can get quite cold during the winter times. And yeah, but it's such a substantial case. And then the watch itself, which is really nicely done. So there's a rubber strap, and yeah, it's not touch screen kind of smartwatch or anything like that, although you can touch the screen to turn it on, which I'll show you when it goes off now. 20 seconds, because I've got it on a 20-second sleep mode, so it's not on all of the time, which would obviously drain the battery if that was the case. So yeah, it's gone off now, and I just touch, and on it comes. So yeah, that's nice enough, but it's not a touchscreen phone kind of thing. It's not even able to receive calls, which, to be honest, I'm not bothered about, because I don't want my calls being broadcast to anyone else around them. So that's not a feature that I'm fussed about. It does have one feature on it that is currently not available, and that is a weather aspect. Apparently that's going to come in the future at some point, but everything else is on here. You can control your music, you've got your time, you've got your day, you've got your date, you've got the a torch on it as well, and yeah, it's also got. I like the fact that it ticks as well. You can see the red hand there moving, so it's like a normal watch in that regard. And yeah, like I said, you can control your music on it. Let's get to the settings. Hang on, I'm still getting used to how to control it. Right, there we go. So yeah, you can scroll through by pressing that button there that I'm pressing now. There's your torch. Sensor graphs, not sure if they're actually real or not. Then your music, then your weather that is currently not available, but it will be coming in at some point. And then you got your moon phases as well, which is cool because that all comes into with the whole Starfield thing, which I really rather enjoy. And then notifications as well, so you get your emails, you get your texts, and everything like that once you you link it up with your phone, which is easy enough to do. It's Bluetooth, it's pretty much instantaneous in terms of linking up. So yeah, I really like this, all of these extras. Really, I've not really bought extras for a game before in a long time. It's been a good, 5-6 years or something like that. I think the last one I bought was for the one original Batman Arkham games, where I got a Batman statue. But yeah, for that I only really got Assassin's Creed 3 and Drive of San Francisco. I think a Far Cry game, a Tomb Raider game here and there, but yeah, nothing major like this. So yeah, really impressed by the just the physicality aspects of it. I really didn't expect the case to be so weighty, and you can pull out the black inserts if you wish to, so you can store other things in that case if you want. So yeah, that's nice enough. And to go along with the game as well, we also had a brand new Xbox controller released alongside the game as well. Now they released a headset alongside this as well, but that was a little bit more too expensive for me, considering how much this was and how much the Constellation Edition was. So wasn't quite prepared to go all out, but regardless, this is an absolutely stunning controller. So yeah, it says in the box itself, for all into the Starfield. Not sure if this comes out or anything. Oh, it's part of the box. Yeah, but yeah. And then you get some batteries as well with it, but I usually just depend on recharge batteries rather than normal physical ones like that. And yeah, there's the controller itself, which is gorgeous. I love all the design work on it. I love the gold D-pad. Love the colour aspect, the colour scheme going, and then I love that bit at the top there. That's like a little rainbow that's going right down. And then you've also got, for the first time in a long while, not only translucent buttons on the front there, but also translucent triggers. Not seen translucent triggers for a while, although a Forza Horizon 5 controller that I got did have somewhat translucent handle parts, but yeah, translucent triggers are really nice, and yeah, it all feels really rather solidly built as per usual with Xbox controllers. And yeah, the reason why I play Xbox more than any other console is purely because of the controllers, because they fit my hands perfectly. They're really ergonomic and easy to get along with, and yeah, comfortable throughout. I can play these for hours and hours and hours and not have any hand cramps or any ill feelings with my fingers or anything like that. And yeah, just a really perfectly designed controller as far as I'm concerned. And this looks excellent, so definitely be using this for my Starfield playthrough. Not sure if I'm going to be doing videos on the game itself. That depends on you guys whether or not you want to see it or not. Might stream it, but to be honest, I just want to experience the game for myself in a lot of ways, because yeah, it looks like an incredible game. Obviously yet to play it. It's not released until 1st of September for the people that pre-ordered this version, or I think a couple of other versions as well. But then its general release is 6th of September. So yeah, really looking forward to playing it tomorrow. Although I do unfortunately have work, so we're only going to get a few hours in at the start of the day. But still, should at least get a good few hours in and enjoy those few hours plenty as well. So yeah, something a little bit different for this channel. I don't normally like I said, unbox or review something that isn't a film, and obviously when it comes to gaming, I'm usually just playing Forza or BeamNG or something like that. But still, thought I'd show it off just so people can get a sense of how much quality has been put into this release. Obviously, it's expensive, but I think it was generally worth the money, especially since a normal smartwatch like this, without any of the Starfield aspects to it, you know, you're looking at £100, £150, maybe even more than that, and a fancy Google Watch or an Apple Watch, you're looking at several £100s. So yeah, I think it's well worth the money, especially since it links into a game that I'm hopefully gonna enjoy the hell out of for many hours. Because Fallout 4 lasted me a good 100 hours or so, so I'm hoping that this will last me as long as that, if not longer. So yeah, but nonetheless, thank you for watching. If you've got this edition, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But if you're also looking forward to the game, then I'd like to hear what you're looking forward to about that game. And yeah, hopefully you will enjoy it when it is released. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you with the next one. Bye.